1983 Ford Escort XR3i. It's a Mark III, this one. 83 car, four owners in total. Current vendors owned this car since 2004, so 20 years he's owned the car for. We've got a massive history file in the office there. It's a Sunday afternoon read, the amount of paperwork that comes with this car. 2 keys, 3 fobs. All the relevant paperwork is there. Good mileage on 43,576, so really good mileage. The current vendor took the car off the road. He bought it in 2004. He took it off the road in 2007. He then recommissioned it in 2020. I've got receipts there for in the recommission, wheel cylinders, things like that, a good service. It also had a timing belt and the water pump done in 2020 because it was off the road for 13 years. He then had the water belt and timing belt done. He then took the road, used the car very sparingly, and then re-MOT'd the car in 2024. So like I say, 43,576. The amount of paperwork we've got there sort of backs up the mileage. We've got original PDI and things like that. Like I say, it had a timing belt done in 2020 when it was bought back on the road. Current vendor for 20 years. Right, I've stopped waffling. Bodywork wise, we're going to start off with the bonnet, work our way around onto the interior. We're going to fire it up into life. James will detail all information about the service history on the website there. The service book's there as well with a few stamps in it. We've got loads of invoices for servicing as well. So it's a proper car. There's clearly been well looked after, clearly been well loved, not been restored or anything like that. So bodywork wise, I'm going to start off with the bonnet, work our way around. Up the bonnet, lovely and straight, no dings, no dents, no nasty marks. One little stone chip there, and that's how harsh you're going to have to be on this one. Across that front scuttle section there, again, perfectly white, no corrosion anywhere. With it being white, you'd see any rust from a mile away. That's not the case on this one. Lovely and tidy down the left-hand side onto the front headlights where they are crystal clear. Bumper corners are unmarked. The lower valance is really nice and tidy with a little bit of a mark there on the lower valance there. A few stone chips across the front. Original number plates on, which is nice, and again nice and tidy on the right hand side. The bumper corner, tiny little scuff on the plastic on the corner itself. Headlights are crystal clear, and 1 or 2 stone chips across the front end. Coming round onto that right hand side front wheel arch, that front lip fits nice and snug. I got 2 stone chips on the front wing there, nice and tidy all the way across that front arch. Across the lower half of the sill section, lovely and straight, as is the driver's door. I've got a tiny little mark here, a little scratch down the driver's door. Windmirror cap, cracked free both sides. Scuttle again on the right hand side is lovely and straight. Up and across the roof there, no complaints with that, no dings, no dents, no nasty marks at all across there. Lovely and straight around the sunroof. And across the front of the windscreen. Back down that right hand side front door and around the handle. No chips, no scratching. Back edge of the door's nice and tidy with a few little chips down the lower half and 1 or 2 little stone chips across the lower half of the door to be expected. A few little scratches at the back edge of the door onto the quarter. Nice and tidy on the lower half, and as you come around this arch here, we have got a few little bubbles just underneath the paint, which you can't see there clearly on the camera. And apart from that, nice and tidy down the rest of the quarter. Around the fuel filter cap's good as well. I will just show you that again. It sort of warrants it sorting out really on those bits there, just because of the mileage and the history on this is all nice and straight. As we come down the back edge of the quarter, you can see how straight it is down that right hand side. Bumper corner is all okay. We've got a little bit of cracking to the paint on the rear valance on the right hand side. I know it's the same on the left as well there. Rest of the back bumper nice and straight with 1 or 2 little chips. We've got a little bit of scratching around the boot lock there. All nice and tidy across the rest of the boot. Up onto that lovely rubber spoiler. And that is in good condition all the way across there. Around the rear window, the satin black section's all nice and tidy as well. Parcel shelf, I'm going to do that while I'm here. It's lovely through the window there. All the glass is nice and clear. Coming round and down the left hand side again, lovely and straight down the left hand side. It sits really level, this car. Around that rear arch, nice and tidy around the arch. No rust coming through on the paint side of things. Lovely and straight across the whole rear quarter there. We'll just come back a little bit so you can have a good look at that there. Nice and straight across the rear quarter. As I come forward onto the left-hand side front door and sill section again, nice and straight down the sill section, and lovely and tidy on that on that left-hand side front door around the edge. Couple of chips at the bottom edge there, and around the handle nice and straight. No corrosion coming through there as we come forward onto that front wing. And again, no rust coming through at all on that front wing on the left-hand side. Just that little bit on that right-hand side rear quarter that needs sorting. But like I say, great mileage, great history. It's had all the important mechanical bits done with the water pump and timing belt in 2020. No corrosion around the sunroof or anything nasty like that. Just a little bit of love on that rear quarter. Interior, as you'd expect on the mileage, door card unmarked. The seat itself is in fantastic condition on the bolsters. No rips or tears at all to the bolsters there. It's got like an added cushion on the headrest there. Got two little stains at the front there on the seat, and that's all you're going to complain about. The two-spoke wheels gorgeous. Look at the miles there, 43576. And again, dials are all crystal clear. We have got an immobiliser fitted on this one. Nice and standard down the centre console. No, not been messed around with at all there. A few little cracks to the dashboard, which is pretty standard on these XR3s, but on the Mark III Escort in general. Headlining's clean. No damp patches around the sunroof. Smells lovely and fresh in here. Left-hand side, right-hand side to left-hand side. Again, no complaints on the rear seats. Into the boot. Again, that parcel shelf is brand new. We've got a spare set of wheels there in the boot. Parcel shelf is lovely. All nice and tidy in there. Left-hand side rear front door card now. Lovely and tidy on the door card. Once again, unmarked, no wear, no rips or tears to the perforated cloth. The seat itself is as good as you're going to find. Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they? Lovely and straight all the way across. Like James says, there's no sagging at all to the cloth. Normally they're quite saggy. And again, the left-hand side rear, that's never been used in my opinion. The piping is gorgeous on the insert as well. Dashboard's unmarked from the left-hand side. Into the engine bay now. 1.6 litre petrol injection. Lovely and tidy. You can see the wax oil in the corners where it counts. Still got that original sort of lacquer on the engine bay there. James is going to fire it at life for us. This is cold start up. That is cold start. And there you have it. The Mark III Escort XR3i. Great mileage, fantastic history. Proper honest Ford this one. The history file is a nice thick file of a Sunday afternoon read. All the important bits are in there. Service book's still there. Plenty of invoices for servicing. Like I say, it was recommissioned in 2020 with the timing belt, with the water pump. A nice big bill there for all that as well. Proper car this one.